Vikings of Amazon. Let's do a quick round of your numbers, gentlemen. How many years in business? What's the yearly figure? And what main category are you in? We can start from here.
I am almost 10 years now. Yeah, I started 2014. Today, this year is our anniversary. We were 7 figures. Now,
when the accounts are blocked.
we are like 0 figures. But we are working from different channels and trying to reach 7 figures back out of the Amazon. So that's fun.
Jani?
We've been in business for 6 years and 7 figures in sales and sports and outdoors category.
And Olaf?
I have been in Amazon business, I think 7 years now. And current numbers, what we're doing are, I have 2 brands. They're both doing 6 figures in their numbers.
Yeah, so since you're talking, let's do like 2 sentences about how did you guys end up in Amazon? You were definitely not e-commerce person back in the days.
No.
What happened?
The way how I got started selling on Amazon is a lot different than most of the people who kind of start out. About 7 years ago, we went to the US with another business. And we had a side hustle, what we were supposed to do, like on the side to make money, to buy food, pay for rent, and things like that. The first business didn't work out, and the second business kind of drowned as well. So at one point, I was in a state where I had no money, so I had to go out and sell my products door to door. And I was doing that for quite some time until one guy asked me, "Why don't you sell it on Amazon?" And I was just like, what? Like, what do you mean? Because I didn't know you can sell products on Amazon. I mean, I know that Amazon sells products, but I didn't know just an average guy from Estonia can sell products on Amazon.
And you were in USA currently, right?
Yes, I was in the US.
Yes.
And that's how I got started. At first, I didn't even believe it because I thought like to sell products on Amazon, it's like something like in Estonia. You can sell products on a server, but the way to sell there is a very long process. So first I didn't even believe it, but then eventually started taking the steps and moved to the right direction.
Okay, so the first year revenue, where did you
I don't know even. The first year when I just got like 10 sales a day, I was like, oh my God, is this really happening?
Yeah. How did you feel? Like 10 sales a day, come on.
It feels like the rent is paid.
Yeah, it feels good, right? I mean, you can retire on 10 sales
like
a
the
day.
rent is paid. When we got to 20 sales, like there's food on the table. When it was 30, 40 sales a day, then me and my girlfriend, we bought one-way ticket to Thailand and went there. So that's how I got started, and that's how it has been going. But it's not been up all the time. It's been up and down. So we can talk about
it. We can talk
Yeah.
about it. Jani, what happened in your life that you ended up in e-commerce?
Well, I had been running, I think, 7 businesses earlier. And then my wife over there, Christina, she came to me that I just saw this wonderful webinar and there was this guys talking about this sales in Amazon and so on. And I was like, for 2 weeks, I was like, no. And then after 2 weeks, I gave up and here we are.
You gave up. Basically, Amazon just came and got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And here you are.
It was the algorithm, I think.
Vadim's. Maxim's.
Probably.
That's crazy. I have a typing error. That's not done by AI, so that's the human thing.
I had a different business before. I had a known business in construction. Then I decided I want to do something more creative. I bought one machine, CNC machine, woodworking, and started making things. Then I was Googling where to sell things online. So Amazon popped up and I started selling them.
Okay. By the way, this guy currently is living in his factory. Do you want to tell us more about it?
That's the thing. Now I feel like people are working at my home.
Every morning coming and
Yeah, it's
visiting.
like about 30 persons coming to my home every day and working there. That's cool.
Talking about near sourcing, right, Julia? I
Yeah.
think you have a good example here to give. Like Kai living in his factory. Who cares about Japan anymore?
Yeah.
So how is that like? What benefits or bonuses is living in your factory giving you?
Oh, a lot of bonuses.
Like
yeah,
what?
like waking up, eating breakfast, having morning meeting with the breakfast, time to going to the work, it's like 1 minute. And
Yeah.
a lot of bonuses, yeah. But you should visit me. It's not like factory what you imagine. It's like super cool place. So yeah, I am trying to make my factory, my office factory, everything like so cozy that everyone loves to be there. So everyone actually really loves to spend time there, and people just hanging out there after work, and yeah, so.
I imagine it can give you a lot of speed in bringing products to the market.
Yeah, launching products takes us about 1 day. I don't know, I dreamed about product, waking up, going downstairs, making it. Later, making photos, because we have our photo session place, and yeah, next day it's launched already. And
Okay, but like guide us a little bit into your procedure of how you have this idea, then you tell your guys in the factory that hey, because you're doing home interior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes you like 1-2 days to manufacture the thing. Like how many products do you do for testing? Do you do FBM? Because you do Europe, right?
Yeah,
And
we
USA.
have interesting strategy. I really like make things by myself too. So I'm making prototypes by myself, and then I'm telling them how to make it, because it's really nice, relaxing thing, like meditating at the factory. But yeah, so we are creating new products really quickly. Sample, like it's almost not holding together, just making photos for it, Photoshop, everything what should be at the end there. Then we are launching FBM. We are checking out the market if people want it. We are sending few samples to FBA in higher prices, so it is in prime. But when they are going inside the listing, they see, oh, you can buy it cheaper from our factory. So we don't pay FBM storage fees, because we are shipping everything from our place, and we have really good shipping prices. But still, we are we are prime, and we have little hacks. If you have factory, you can do hacks.
Okay, and you're servicing US market. How do you ship these few samples with like reasonable shipping prices from Latvia?
We have really good prices.
How do you get really good prices?
We are one of the biggest shipping clients in Latvia. For shipping companies, they are fighting for us, like, oh, we'll give you cheaper. They're calling us for cool lunches, everything, like all the time hanging out with us. And it takes 2 days to delivery to US, and we are actually sending FBA products by plane. So we are not using ships, containers. Our prices are so good that containers are the same prices as our air prices.
Okay, give me some prices.
For example, one product to send, I don't know, it's like $17.
And it's like how many kilos? It's like big?
Like this, like kilo.
Yeah.
Kilo, yeah, because that's one of the hacks which we are using too. We are cutting our products like super small. For example, we made one product, it was like 600 grams. So I was like making it smaller until we reached 495 grams. And we went to another category of weight. And we win like €3 per one shipping.
Exactly.
And we sold like, I don't know, 20,000 of them. So we won like 60K, just making a little bit smaller.
Yeah, that's such a good hack. You need to stay on very close boundaries on what the next level of shipment and also Amazon storage fees
Amazon storage
are.
fees, Amazon shipping fees, everything. Yeah, that's what you have to do is actually check sizes, what Amazon needs for packages, because they have big jumps after like 500 grams to 1 kilo, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to grill this guy yet why his accounts are suspended. We're going to leave this for just 5 minutes. Jani, you had an issue with Turkish lira.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It's
You lost so much money.
Yeah, well, it's about bill pricing in the US. So I don't know, this is kind of like my side of the story. So we put on the bill pricing in the US marketplace, and it somehow automatically created another ASIN in Turkish marketplace.
So the US and Turkish marketplace were connected,
Yeah.
and the prices automatically went to Turkey.
Yeah, when you activate Turkey, so it pops up over there. And we already had over there an ASIN which we had created. So now there was a double ASIN. So, well, we didn't catch that, and a couple of months later, for some reason, there came a pricing error in Turkey, which was actually the product was normally priced, but Turkish Amazon decided that this is a pricing error, and they sold our product out for 29 Turkish liras.
And the US price was?
$29.
And the difference is like what, tenfold?
Yeah, well, 29 liras is less than $1.
Okay.
So
Okay,
in 2 days,
it was a charity.
Yeah, so it automatically delivered it from German inventory to Turkey. And in Monday morning, I was like, "Where's my inventory?" And I called to Amazon, and they told me that they cannot cancel these orders. And there they went. Hope we get good reviews.
But it cost you 30,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite expensive ranking strategy.
Yeah, yeah, happens.
Okay, so in the future, if sellers here want to avoid it, what do they have to do?
Well, when you click, if you activate the marketplace, go to the marketplace and check what appeared over there after a couple of days.
Okay, just check all the marketplaces.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Oh my God, that's an expensive mistake. But Olav, you literally had blood on your reviews. What happened with that?
Yes.
And maybe you can fill us in, like what category you were selling at this time.
Yeah. About 1.5 years ago, or actually 2 years, we launched a new product, Hammock. And it started off really well, like $3,000 to $5,000 US dollars a day in sales. And we bought more inventory. It looks like everything is going fantastic. Record year, everything is fantastic. And then we started getting reviews. Like the first wine reviews were like super good, like 4.7 rating. But people started falling off with the hammock. So the hook, what holds it, it bent. And first we got like just few, like, you know, my like hammock fell down, and we were like, sorry, we're gonna send you a replacement. They said, you know, this one fell down as well. We're like, oh my God. Because we just took a lot of loans, outside capital to buy more inventory. And then, yeah, we got one review where was blood on the floor. And I was just, you know, I felt like, you know, I want to throw up at that point. I feel like, you know, but eventually what happened is, should I talk about it, like how I solved it?
Yeah, absolutely, because I love the part that who gave you advice.
Yeah, like how we solved that situation is because of that, like before, we saw that that product is selling really well. We took Amazon lending, we took financing from friends, so we had a lot of loans, like over 100,000. And that was a big hit for us, so we had to make a balance payment for our products. And we could not do it. But before that, we signed up with Sinosor. If you guys know what it is, it's, yeah, Sinosor is basically a government-backed like insurance for suppliers. Like if you don't pay them, then they're going to pay for the supplier. So when we had that situation with defective products, we told our supplier, we can't make you the payment because you sold us defective products. They said, no, you need to pay us. We said, no, we don't want to pay you. And then we made a payment plan. And at one point I said, we're not making any more payments. And they said, we're going to call a debt collector. And this is when how AI came to play. I went to ChatGPT and asked what are my outcomes if debt collector comes to me in the US. And then I saw it's not that it's not that bad. I would rather speak with like debt collector than I would speak with my supplier who is just like, back and forth. Like, then I said, okay, yeah, send the debt collector. Debt collector came. So what was then now easier is I was talking with the debt collector. They were speaking back to the Sinosure, and Sinosure was speaking back to the factory. So we were going back and forth. I used like ChatGPT all the time, and it was really professional. Like, send me proof that I owe you money, and they sent me all those documents. And finally, I said, like I said all the time, suppliers sold us defective products that cost us like over like I don't know almost 50,000 in loss. And at one point, suppliers sent like a message. They sent like, our job was just, take feedback, improve the product. Take feedback, improve the product. And then they sent that to Sinosure. Sinosure sent that to debt collector. They sent it to us. And I put that response to ChatGPT. And ChatGPT responded, as you can see, supplier is confirming selling us defective products multiple times. So we are asking for like full cancel of the final payment. And we sent that to the debt collector and they never speak to us again. So that like 30,000 just went away.
So, talking about reinventing your business model, if you ever get in debt, just ask ChatGPT how to get out of it.
So my wish is just we did it a lot sooner, because it's not only to protect suppliers, it's also to protect you, like if they sell you defective products. And if you're just in the growth mode, you're buying like inventories, like 100, 200,000, and you need to make those payments, it can put you like underwater in a few months. Like.
How did you come out of this issue? Because your whole batch was defective. Did you have a courage to go back to the same category? And did you have to make like a completely new listing? Because obviously blood on your reviews is a bad thing.
Well, that's what happened is like when we got those products, like finally they still arrived at Amazon, like all these defective products. And then came like Q4, like these were summer products. Then we were charged another like 30,000 like inventory fee because the storage fee is so high. So we just sold through it, got some money back, and we haven't activated that listing again. But we're planning to do it, but not this season. We'll see how it goes, and we're going to do it
What's the
later.
average review score?
Actually, the score is now okay because we have improved that product so much. We spent so much money on inventory, so the product is finally improved. But we just like it hurted so much. It's just when you get like 150,000 in debt, you just can't show, okay, I'm gonna launch this product, this product, this product, this product. When you get that much in debt, it's just like, okay, how can I like make it out alive, You're not gonna be like, I'm gonna launch this product, I'm gonna use this system, ads this, top of search, you can't do it, It's just like survival mode. You can't. That's how we came out of that.
Thank you for being still alive.
Yeah.
Jani, your challenges. I know one of them was escaping almost nearly burning down a house. You want to talk about using a wrong charger on your product?
Oh, yeah, that was a great review. Yeah.
And that ended up in your review as well.
Yeah, if you have electric products, so you can basically charge it with anything if there's a plug that fits in. And somebody had used some power charger on our product, and then there was a review that the whole product had melted over there.
Obviously a hot temperature.
Yeah, but it didn't show our logo over there, gladly, because it had melted.
That's a good protection. It's not ours.
Yeah, but okay, it stayed over there, and I was really, really worried that, okay, Amazon is going to block the whole product, it's dangerous, and so on. But actually, nothing happened. So I guess the review is probably still there somewhere if you start digging.
You still have the listing active, and the average score is also 4+?
Oh, so it's not that bad thing if somebody burns their house in US.
Okay, so you escape near. But you as
blood is worse.
Blood is worse. Well, I mean, honestly, having blood versus burning house, that would be something in your reviews.
Yeah, well, gladly the house didn't burn, but still having this kind of a review, it's like
It's a scary thing.
I know the feeling.
Waking up to that,
Yeah.
beat that. But you as a seller have a different challenge, and that challenge is more about funding. What's up with that?
I think it's pretty much everybody's challenge, the funding when you're going high. But we are very seasonal, so we basically sell 6 months a year.
So are you
We
doing
make-
summer products or winter products? Because you're sports and outdoor.
Winter, and it's
Okay.
more like say we sell 20% of our sales from January till July, and from August till January we sell 80%. So the funding issue is like when you're supposed to do the big order, all the funding companies are like, but your sales is going down. And so the conclusion is next year I'm going to get all the money I can get at December and just start paying it out. So there's this kind of a timing.
Did you ever try to take a loan on your peak and, show the growing graphs like in January or something instead of July?
Yeah, we can get really great loans in January.
Yeah. But you don't want to take it that early.
Yeah, we didn't, but next year I will, or this year.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
So while we are going through everybody's challenges, wins, and juicy nuggets, please use Workshop. Soon we're going to open up Workshop for questions from you. If you're posting a question over there, and if you have a question specifically to one of the guys, you can put his name in front of the question, or if anybody can answer it, then just leave the name part blank. But let's dive into why all the 4 Amazon accounts are blocked. I think this is something that everybody's kind of afraid of, blocking your accounts. Why 4?
I don't know. That's the worst
I mean,
thing.
the common denominator is you.
It's the worst thing that, how to say, it was Christmas present, let's say, last day of the year, going, oh yeah, let's leave the work, and checking out what happens in Amazon account, suspended. Everything suspended.
And there's no warning before that?
No warning before, but that nothing, just suspended. I realized it can be because of my another business partner with whom we had together business, and I was co-owner before. Now I left that company, but anyway, he did something wrong, probably really wrong. So I, as Maxim Sikimovs, I am in blacklist on Amazon, so I can't sell there anymore. So everywhere where was my name, every account was suspended. It's sad to say it was after Christmas, so we know how things are going in Christmas, like sales and money, and everything was frozen, still frozen. So actually today I got a cool message from Amazon that they will interview me, so maybe they will give me money out.
Hope, and that's like, suspension has been for how many months now?
6.
6 months.
Yeah. No, I think, what months now?
Basically 6
it's like
months.
it's almost half a year.
So what does it mean for you between inventory and money-wise?
Frozen money, destroyed inventory, big minuses, but it's like a super expensive school. It's good that, as I have factory, and it's like super elastic factory because I can work from that really easily. And it wasn't like time to, I don't know, sit at home and get depressed, like, oh shit, Amazon is blocked, because my director every morning knocks me up and like, wake up.
Yeah, so did
Start working, So, we are spreading all around different marketplaces. As I said, our goal this year is to reach 7 figures outside Amazon. I think we are all going on that, so that's cool. And we are growing our brand outside of Amazon. That's what I realized. That's what I would suggest everyone to do. Don't grow your brand only on Amazon. It can happen any day. You can't predict it. It was like I have before team like 30 people, a little bit more maybe, but even now I had to fire. It was first time in my life that I had to fire people because we can't afford them. And that was like so sad because Oh, it's so bad. I don't know
Yeah.
how many of
In
you
the middle
have
of
been ever
growing.
fired someone. It's like it's hard. It's not nice.
It's like a family.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're living at your home. You know, they're working at your home.
Exactly you.
Yeah. And yes, so that was hard. But yeah, we are growing our business outside of Amazon. We are still fighting for our accounts. I am giving like 7% for luck, but we will sell on Amazon anyways, somewhere, somehow. But yeah.
Yeah, so you're just going to open account maybe for your grandma's name.
Yeah, but you know, now it's much difficult because you have to have interview with the
Yeah.
owner of,
Yeah.
and my grandma don't
Can't
know
do it.
English. She can't speak English at all. It will be a little bit hard.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, but I have a few solutions. One of the worst things is that your listings are still available on Amazon, and we once went to Amazon. Oh, cool! Someone's already selling our listings.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I realized. Most of the listings were like super expensive, so they just like blackening us, like start selling our listings. So we are dropping by rank.
Yes.
Yeah, there just no one is buying them. They are active and they're just.
And you can't access the interface also to close the listing, so there's
We
nothing you
can't
can
do anything. That's our
Nothing.
thing. And we had FBM.
Yes.
So all the we sent, I don't know, there were so many claims, so many returns because we can't contact the customers, nothing. That was so bad. So yeah, they destroyed our inventory last week. So it was, that's
I'm
bad
so
too.
sorry. I mean, you lost like 70% of your business, but the good side of this is that you are being very active on everywhere else than Amazon. Fill us in gaps of like what are the best platforms next to Amazon that are actually working for you right
For
now?
us, Etsy. Etsy is really good for us because we are selling home interior products. Etsy, oh my God, it's so cool. If
What's
you,
cool about it?
Everything. It's not Amazon. It's just super easy. Fees are smaller. Our average sale is sell price is higher. So we are making much more. It's much more profitable than Amazon. It takes less, and you can sell for bigger prices. But yeah, that's the cool thing. Okay, there's bunch of minuses. You can't control PPC, can't do that. But there is different strategies which we are using. So yeah, we are trying really hard there.
Okay, give us some more.
Some more.
Yeah.
Where we are selling platforms.
Yeah.
We are selling on Shopify. We are trying to build our brand really well there. It's like new niche at all because all the Googles, Facebooks, Microsoft ads, everything. It's new niche. Then we are selling on France because Europe was our biggest market. So we are selling on France discount. We want to start selling on Fairway, like B2B. And there is difficult names. There is South America platforms, but there's a little bit difficult because they don't like importing wood. So it's like a little bit hard for us. But there is places to sell. We want to sell on TikTok Shop too, maybe. Maybe someday.
Okay, some positive note here. Let's take some positivity to the other Vikings of Amazon as well. Olav, what positive aspect or like a win you can remember that's worth celebrating in Amazon?
Celebrating, I think probably selling 2 of the brands, and one summer we had during the Prime Day, that 2-day event, we did, I think together we did like 70,000 in sales, like in 2 days. But I think the main aspect has been the biggest winner from Amazon. I don't know, it's even like now, like when I check my Amazon sales, when I see like it's few thousand a day, I don't feel anything, you know. I'm just like, you know, looking at the numbers.
Makes you numb.
I just don't feel anything. I would rather be that guy who gets like 10 sales a day or 30 sales and flies to Thailand, you know. It's just like there's when your ambition grows, like it's like it's crazy.
Okay, so what's your like few thousand doesn't tickle you? What would tickle you?
I think 10,000 a day.
10,000 a day. What's
For
the
start.
closest? For a start.
Consistently.
Okay. We
Round
have
per
some
year.
ambition
Year round.
here. Right. Okay. So you have 70K under your belt in one day already. So there is a gap to
Yeah,
be
but
filled.
that money is spent like long time ago.
Oh.
That's 2 years ago.
So I mean, profit first says that you need to keep some for you, but it's gone. So it's new days coming up in front of you. Jani, what is something to celebrate and take away from all the years of selling in Amazon?
I think one of the best feelings was we actually started in Tony and Weeks. Is Victor here?
Victor is here, yes. Oh,
Outside,
okay, networking.
Okay. Cool. So we were on their course and we did this awful digging of the first products of what are we going to sell, and then we got our first products on the market. It took about 6 months, and as I said, we're seasonal. One of these products was seasonal, and suddenly it boomed, and it went up, and that was kind of the feeling I want to remember when I'm looking at this business.
And repeat.
Yeah, and repeat. We
Yes.
have repeated that actually 5 times now. So,
So that's going to numb you too.
Yeah,
so you
waiting
need,
for
like,
the
bigger
6th.
goals.
yeah.
Well, that sounds really good. Guys, you put in some really interesting questions in here. Let's dig in. First of all, Maxims, somebody wants to come and work for you. How can they do that?
Who wants? I'm open for that. You just come to my office and
Just go say
we
hi.
will cook something there and we'll talk about that, and probably I will hire you.
So let's continue with you. Since you're doing interior design and Wayfair is one platform where you can do interior design products, do you have experience and what's the plan?
We don't have experience. Plan is to sell. It's simple, yeah. But one of the issues was there that you have to have insurance for 2 million to start selling there. So you don't know what will be any result, but you have to spend, I don't know, I don't remember what was the price what the insurance company gave us, and like, oh yeah, just pay and like gambling. So yeah, that's what we want to do. But firstly, what is our main goal is to sell from homepage, like build brand there, and yeah, then when I will be ready, I will pay insurance, and then we'll start selling on Wayfair.
Yeah, another experience to open maybe in next year's conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to enter to everywhere else besides
Yeah.
Amazon.
But it's expensive to enter it because you have to
How
buy.
expensive?
I don't remember exact numbers, but you have to have insurance for 2 million.
Okay.
If Amazon is asking 1 million, maybe less, then
Yes.
Fairway is asking for 2 million.
Okay.
And you have 0 sales there. You don't know, are you going to have any sales? So it's like investing money in an unknown place.
Jani, are you manufacturing in Finland?
No.
Why not? We were
Why,
talking about
yes.
near sourcing, diminishing risks. Where are you manufacturing?
We're manufacturing in China.
China?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tariffs are getting higher now. Are you planning to come to Finland with your manufacturing or Poland?
No, actually, I was thinking of talking to Julia that maybe we could find a manufacturer in the United States. That would be best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, some plans cooking up. Question for all 3 of you. How do you fund your company when you have cash flow issues? Anybody?
Go to the bank.
Latvian banks are giving you something, or you're doing like Mercury?
I'm going there, then I'm hoping that there will be someone who will be open for speaking with me. But yeah, usually they are. I'm, I don't know, good speaker maybe, and okay, we'll see. Then I'm telling them cool stories, what's happening and what my plans, and oh yeah, that's good. We will give you money.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's really good in doing puppy eyes, like, just help me out. 5%.
Yeah. Because
Ola, yeah?
cheapest money. Yeah, get
In the bank.
Yeah, because we had investors which wanted to come and invest in our company. They offered, oh yeah, there's a bunch of money, like let's do that. But it's like selling your soul. So before that, I asked bank. Bank say yes, it's not selling soul. It's just like giving for a little bit. It's like if you lose it, then you have to give your soul.
Do you think now when That's a good point. Do you think now, when you have lost 70% of your revenue, the banks are still considering you
Totally.
as
Yeah,
a normal
I just went.
business?
Yeah,
Yeah?
last week I went and they
Yeah?
said, okay, let's do that.
Yanni, there is something to learn. He lost 70% and he can still get funding.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We did too.
So any nuggets, Olav and Yanni, about how do you do cash flow?
Well, I would say that you should have an US entity. And then you can go for e-commerce funding companies like, for example, Wayflyer or 8fig, or these kind of companies. It's expensive, but you can get it relatively easy from there for inventory loans and these kind of things.
Okay, US entity. Olav?
For me, it has been the same US entity. And there is also, from my experience, let's say if you have a good product, you have a brand what is working, and you know people who have money, and the people know you as well, and they believe basically, they believe you, and they believe that you can succeed and pay it back, then they will lend you money, even if it's 5,000, 50,000, you just, they just need to have that belief in you, and they will lend you the money. So it's basically friends, fool, and family, and Amazon Lendistry. Not Amazon Lendistry, Amazon loans lending.
One sentence, if you start out, Maxims, advice you would give yourself, or another one who is starting out, one sentence, what would you do?
I would do the same, sell everywhere.
Sell everywhere.
Yeah.
Yanni? One sentence to give for startups, and
For
if you would
startups.
start again.
Well, keep the main thing the main thing.
What do you mean?
I mean that, okay, you've heard all kinds of TikTok shop and stuff here, and focus on Amazon, and when it's rolling, keep your focus 80% on Amazon and leave the 20% outside. So that's my tip to the new ones.
New ones, Olav.
Yeah.
Mine is pretty simple, just ask advice from people who are further than you are, and you will be surprised how many people are willing to help you for free.
Yeah. And there's actually lots of people like that. People who are already selling and feel like they want to give back. Of course, like very successful ones might have a little queue on their door, but the ones who are doing 5-figure, 6-figure monthly revenues might be up to helping other people out too. And the last question, since our time is up, if something happened to Amazon today and tomorrow you wake up and you no longer have Amazon business, what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know that.
I know answer.
What would you do with your life?
Live at factory.
Yanni?
Same thing.
Same thing, but Amazon is shut down.
Well, business. I would
Business.
do business.
Well, you had 7 before, so
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah.
Olaf?
I would just go outside and play with my kids.
Oh.
That's
Thank you so much, guys. Your sauna hats are coming up. Let's have a picture with you all the hats on.
Oh,
So we are ready for the next year's sold-out sauna party.
hey guys.
Thank you.
Right.
Give it up
Thank
for the
you.
Vikings.